just to hear everybody's cheerful voice this evening. Jason Beebe, are you present? You're on mute, Jason. Can't hear you. You're on mute.
We can see you, but we can't hear you. Not yet.
Okay, Jason's present. Janet.
Present.
Gail Merritt.
I'm present.
Patricia Youngman.
I'm present.
Okay, Jeff let us know that he will not be able to make tonight's meeting. Jeff Papke. Teresa Rumble.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. And Mayor's here as well. So please join me in the flag salute.
I think he
Who did
just
I miss?
logged off and is logging back in now.
Okay,
Yeah, looks like it.
all right. Please join me in the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Forrester, are there any additions or changes to the agenda?
Mayor, we have one change tonight that comes down during the ordinances. Ordinance number 1262 has been postponed until the 9/22, September 22nd council meeting.
Okay, thank you. So the minutes for the regular meeting brief from August 25th, as well as the liquor license renewal requests were submitted to the council under the consent agenda. Are there any questions or concerns regarding the consent agenda? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda as circulated?
This is Janet. I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
And I'll second
Thank you,
it.
Janet.
Patricia.
Thank you, Patricia. Okay, Patricia Youngman seconded. Janet Hutchison moved to approve. Again, any questions or concerns? Hearing none, we'll go through a roll call vote. Jason Beebe.
Aye.
Janet Hutchison.
Aye.
Gail Merritt.
Aye.
Patricia Youngman.
Aye.
And Teresa Rumble.
Aye.
And the mayor votes aye as well. So we have passed and approved the consent agenda. Next, we have nothing under council business. I'm going to step back under visitors' appearances and requests, which we typically do at the beginning and at the end of each meeting. But on visitors' appearances and requests, as we have previously stated, anybody who wishes to provide public comment to the council may do so pursuant to Resolution 1453, which is posted on our city's website. And to my knowledge, there was nothing posted for this evening. Lisa, is that correct? Lisa Morgan?
That is correct.
Okay, so we had nothing posted for that. All right, nothing under council business, so we will drop down to staff reports and requests. City manager's report, Mr. Forrester.
Thank you, Mayor. I'll start out by asking, Zach, are you available tonight? Are you on the line? Zach Lambert, Meadow Lakes.
I have not seen him.
Okay, I thought he was going to be here, but he said he might be busy, so that's the information I need for right now. So I'll start out tonight by reminding everybody that our JEDI training is scheduled for the 16th, Justice, Equality, Diversity, and Inclusion. We will have our training with Cale Pearson and Manny from Crestcom, who's been holding most of our professional trainings for a couple of years. Lisa will be sending out invites here directly. Lisa, if you have done that yet, it'll be in the next day or two, correct? Lisa? I guess Lisa's not on. On the Meadow Lake side, Zach asked for me to give a quick update in the event he would not be here. So with that being said, The irrigation project has started. Heritage Links has their foreman and a couple of others here on the property, and they've started marking. Sounds like they will be starting the isolation valves on the main line and then beginning work on piping and sprinklers around mid-September. The replacement fence in the parking lot that was damaged on the 4th of July has been completed as of today. And just a heads up, there will be, Heritage Links will be citing some containers for their equipment and for their workers on the gravel part of the parking lot. So that's what the containers will be for when you see those show up. And that should happen sometime this week. I also wanted to take a couple minutes and just give a local irrigation update. I do serve on the Ochoco Irrigation Board, along with Commissioner Brian Barney and Wade Flagle. I wanted to make everybody aware tonight that the Ochoco Irrigation patrons, our farmers here in the valley, will be able to complete the irrigation season as scheduled that will run through the end of September. Prineville Reservoir is expected to be at about 48,000 acre feet at the end of the irrigation season, or 32% of capacity. So this is historically quite low. Typically there's between 75 and 85,000 acre feet at the end of the irrigation season. We do expect Prineville Reservoir to go lower than that as flows will be maintained for fish management and the benefit of the river. So about 50 CFS will be released after the irrigation season concludes. So we expect the reservoir to go down a little bit more than 48,000 acre feet over the course of the months between when the snow falls and a little bit of flow starts to happen on the Crooked. As for Ochoco Reservoir, it's expected to be about 5,500 acre feet or 13% of capacity, and that's about where what we call the dead pool is that would require pumping to move water into the irrigation system. So that'll leave about 5,500 acre feet. So in closing on this subject, our irrigation reservoirs will be very low going into the winter season, and we're all just going to be hoping for a normal or above normal winter snowpack. Good news for the farmers, though, in that they can conclude their season as expected. On the public works side, Eric Klon, Public Works Director and City Engineer, and Scott Smith, our Road Superintendent, are seal coating the streets in the Iron Horse area this week, and that obviously is a very effective way to preserve our pavement condition index in that area of our city. And then finally tonight, Chief Dale Cummins wanted to make council aware and remind the council that we have planned a September 11th walkthrough of the new police building. And those times are 2 times available, one at 1:30 in the afternoon and one at 3:30 in the afternoon. So once again, for those of you who'd like to participate in a walk through the new building, please check with Lisa to schedule your tour and time. And that concludes my report for tonight. Are there any questions? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Forrester. Are there any questions or concerns? Are there any committee reports to be made this evening? And if not, I would like to have Teresa Rumble and Janet Hutchison talk about the 21-inch rule that is being proposed and the request for letter of support or letter on behalf of our position. So I'll turn that over, Janet or Teresa, whichever one of you wants to begin on that. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Janet.
Well, right now the Ochoco National Forest has a draft EA out, and they just extended that for the 21-inch rule. That would allow them to harvest trees that are 21 inches DBH or higher. So the county is submitting a comment letter, and the collaborative, the Ochoco National Forest Collaborative, is also submitting a comment letter. And Teresa and I are going to be getting together sometime next week, and we're going to look at what the city might want to propose as a comment letter also. Go ahead, Teresa.
So I'm trying to get on their website right now to see how many letters have been submitted. I'm not able to find it right off the bat. When I looked last week, there had only been maybe 30 letters submitted. This really needs local support. I think the Forest Service really needs to hear from our community and us as representatives of our community. It's going to be very important. We've seen how the 21-inch rule has changed our economy. It assisted greatly in changing our economy. And I think it's something that really needs to be addressed with the wildfire situation, along with the economic benefits and disadvantages of not being able to harvest those trees over 21 inches, and the safety factor also. I don't know, some of you may have seen the news about what happened up in the Ojoco's this weekend. I am wanting to reach out. I'm going to reach out tomorrow to try and get some more information on the condition of that situation, the condition of that tree, the exact location, to find out exactly if that was a situation that may have been prevented by something like the 21-inch rule. And I don't have any details on that right now, so I can't speak to that positively. I just wanted to let you know that I am going to do some research into that incident and see kind of what the details are there. And I think it's going to be really important for not only our county government, but I think it's important for our city government with the economy and the other benefits of this proposal to weigh in on this subject.
Would you clarify the 21-inch rule, as I remember, that trees 21 inches and larger cannot be harvested, but is that specific at this point, or the proposal specific to the trees that would impair the growth of a ponderosa pine, or is this across the board all trees 21 inches and larger, or where is this going?
Janet, did it specify in there? I was told it was the ponderosa pines that this specifically addressed, but all trees are affected by this. So can you, since you've read that, can you weigh in on that? Janet?
Janet, you're on mute.
If I remember correctly, it's all trees that are over 21 inches, but they're targeting specific ones. So it'll just depend on the areas when they're looking at doing a timber harvest, at what their criteria is for that timber harvest.
And I think it's going to be really important too, because it's hard to sell timber when you can't pull marketable logs. So if they want to, if we want to bring out the smaller products, we need to have some type of marketable product there for the logging companies and the mills to purchase in order to take care of the smaller products that aren't generally marketable at that value. And so I'm really hoping we can not only see some growth in the marketable timber, but maybe this will also help with getting some of the biomass and things like that out of the forest and decreasing the fire danger.
Yeah.
So the two of you are going to get together and provide us with a proposal for a letter at our next council meeting?
Yeah, what I'd like to do is I want to attend my meeting tomorrow, kind of find out, the Forest Service is supposed to come and give a presentation. I would invite anyone who's interested in that to attend. It's out from 1 to 3. It'll be at the 4-H building at the fairgrounds to appease the social distancing rules. But the Forest Service is supposed to not only give us a general update as they do every month, Forest Service and BLM both give us updates, but they are supposed to specifically give us more details on this particular EA. So after I get further information from that and we're able to review the letter that the county is looking at adopting as a group, then I told Janet I'd give her a call on Friday or Monday and set up a time that we can get together.
Teresa, this is Steve Forrester. I did have some correspondence with the county court and with Tim to boot, and I believe we've got till the 29th of September to conclude or turn in our letter, something like that. So
I think
we should be in good shape on the timing.
Yeah, I think they actually extended it. I do have that one here readily available to October 13th.
Oh, okay, so we're in good shape. Great.
Yeah, we're in good
So I
shape.
just wanted to make sure we didn't have a time crunch that we needed to deal with.
No, I don't think so. And I think that with all parties involved here, we can get something put together rather quickly anyways.
Yep. Thank you.
Do any of the other council members have questions?
And again, I would encourage anyone who's interested to come to the meeting tomorrow and get more information on this, and maybe you'll hear something that I don't hear.
Thank you. Okay. Anything else to do with the 21-inch rule?
Yeah, so real quick, Mayor, I did send the council the draft Crook County letter last week on 9/4. So the draft forest plan amendment, the draft Crook County EA letter, and then the AFRC draft East Side Screen amendment is also included as attachment. So that'd be some good background information, and then with Teresa and Janet's work, we should have a pretty good go at getting a letter put together that'll work. So thanks for doing that. That's great. Wonderful.
Great. And thank you both for working on that project for me on behalf of the council. All right. Again, any committee reports? Any reports for the council at all? Okay. Well, hearing none, let's move on to resolutions. Resolution number 1457. Mr. Forrester.
I'm going to defer to Jared to help me with this one, if you would, please.
Sure. Yep. Jared Gray, City Attorney. Council has before it today resolution number 1457. It's a resolution for the consideration of the creation of a JEDI Training and Policy Advisory Committee. JEDI, of course, standing for Justice, Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion. As City Manager Forrester reported, staff and council has professional training set up for September 16th. However, as was discussed at the workshop in July, it's critical that the city engages with a diverse collection of community members when reviewing and developing and recommending policies that encourage JEDI principles. The resolution will allow the city manager to develop that committee to assist council and the city in doing so. Unfortunately, we did not have any BIPOC candidates make applications to be on the ballot for November's election. So staff feels it's imperative that this committee is created to explore those opportunities for improvement in those areas. I welcome any questions.
Any questions at all from the council on the resolution?
I did have the opportunity to speak with Jeff Papke, and he has indicated that, I think, Mayor, he had a conversation with you that he's on in favor of approving this resolution.
Yeah, Jeff said he was strongly in favor of this resolution moving forward, but obviously not here to vote this evening on it. So, again, questions or comments, concerns? Okay. Hearing none, is there a motion to approve resolution number 1457?
This is Councilor Beebe. I'll move to approve resolution number 1457.
Is there a second?
This is Patricia, and I'll second that one.
Thank you, Patricia Youngman. Second from Patricia. Again, questions, concerns? Moving forward? All right. We have a motion to approve resolution number 1457, a resolution creating the JEDI Training and Policy Advisory Committee. With no other questions or concerns, we'll do a roll call vote. Jason Beebe.
Aye.
Janet Hutchison. Janet.
You're on mute, Janet. There we go.
Thank you, Janet. Gail Merritt.
Aye.
Patricia Youngman.
Aye.
Thank you. Jeff Papke is absent. Teresa Rumble.
Aye.
And the mayor votes aye as well. So we have a unanimous vote. And that concludes our ordinances Our resolution for this evening, 1457, has been postponed until.
Oh, no, you got that backwards.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that was ordinance number 1262. So that concludes resolutions, no ordinances, visitors' appearances and requests. I read the note on that. And that concludes all of the issues on our agenda. Are there any last questions or concerns before we ask for a motion to adjourn? Got a quiet council tonight. Come on, you folks. Get a smile out of somebody anyway.
Except for me. I'm
Okay. Well, then, is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I will make a motion to adjourn. This is Teresa.
Thank you, Teresa. Is there a second?
This is Patricia. I'll second it again.
Tricia, thank you. And so, Jason Beebe, how do you vote?
Aye.
Janet Hutchison, how do you vote?
Aye.
Gail Merritt,
Aye.
Patricia Youngman,
Aye.
Teresa Rumble,
Aye.
Mayor votes aye, and we are adjourned. Thank you very much.